Welcome back to the show, folks. I'm Alfredo, and today we're taking a huge, unavoidable social phenomenon: the normalization of Gen Alpha impoliteness. Is it just a digital style, or are we witnessing a real collapse of manners? So here I've got Rifkiansha and Noel. Rifkiansha as our data analyst, and Noel with the sharpest practical takes. So how are you guys doing?
Great though, I think this requires us to look past rudeness and focus on what their communication style.
So what drives their communication style?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, how about you?
I'm fine, but I'm ready to argue. Karena gue see this daily. It's not just style. It is a clinic lack of filter. It is a very widely accepted.
Okay, so let's start about the root cause. So Faiz, your research focused on influence. What is the number? What is the number one drivers that dictates if a Gen Alpha kid is polite or not?
Okay, the number one driver is the environment. The 2024 study by Fahmi and Nuriana clearly confirmed that the media and peer environment strongly influence Gen Alpha's language politeness. Their manners are reflections of their screen time. They learn how to speak not from their parents' structured conversation, but from fast, often unfiltered, and media and peer interaction.
So, Noel, what your opinion?
That is the perfect explanation, and that influence is the toxic. It leads to the normalization hostility. Prima Putri et al. 2024 highlight that the use of sarcastic language and digital trends directly normalizes impoliteness among young teens on platform like the TikTok. They see hostility get traction, so they mimic it.
Wow, that's insane. So we can call that as a fact, right? As a fact, sorry. So the content they consume makes them sarcastic and hostile. This means the rudeness is becoming ordinary. Jadi kayak ya jadi udah biasa nggak sih ketidak sopan mereka ini ya. Jadi so Faiz, is this about tolerance or full blown normalization?
Based on the trend, it's clearly normalization. The research from Starkey 2025 is definitive. Gen Alpha is starting to view rude behavior as a common or ordinary thing. Due to constant exposure to abrasive digital content, they no longer see it as an anomaly that warrants a social consequence. It's simply background noise that they adapt to.
Okay, and Noel, what's your response for that?
And that is the problem. When rudeness is ordinary, the motivation to be polite is suffers. They think if everyone is doing it, why should I bother being formal or respectful? The lack of social sanction online remove the natural filter that early generation had.
We've identified the ecosystem, right? So after hearing what on two side, the research you appear from I hear. So we've identified the ecosystem, right? Like I said before, the toxic environment from Fahmi and Rihanna. After that, the sarcastic language from the research of Prima Putri et al. And the last is the acceptance of it as ordinary from Starkey. So I think it's an ethical crisis, right? So from Faiz first, what is the solution? Let's see the solution. So what must be done?
Okay, we need a structured, systemic solution. Re-engineering the social environment. Since media and peers are the biggest drivers, education must intervene. we need mandatory digital citizenship course that focus on the impact of sarcastic and aggressive language, showing them the long-term real-world consequence of their digital footprint.
Okay, so is that from you? And now let's hear from Noel. Noel, from you, what must be done?
And personally, parents must be the antidote to delegating morality to the algorithm. Winat is teguran kasih sayang.
Also, we need that.
Yeah, tough love.
Okay.
The great, there must be to become honesty without hostility. If the environment is toxic, the harm must be squared based on the teacher's responsibility.
Okay, so if your environment, if your environment is toxic, so our home, our family must be the base for the security. Jadi kita kalau ada toxic environment, kita memang kalau di rumah ya harus menjadi tempat kasih sayang lah ya. Okay. So we're next to, for me, honesty without hostility. Okay, that is the perfect mantra to close on. The crisis isn't in their nature; it's in the environment we've allowed them to grow in. We need to change, we need to change the digital water. Okay, I think from our talk, our deep talk, jadi I think thank you for Faiz for the deep data from the research, and thank you Noel for the crucial practical insight. So Faiz from the data, from the research, and Noel will present how our practical solution, right? Okay. So find us next week for another deep dive. Bye.